Hello and welcome to my new feature, A Sherrie with Sherrie. This is where I'm going to be talking about some of my own books and some other authors' books. The idea came from my daughter-in-law who thought I could do a Sherrie with Sherrie for a podcast. Well, I'm a bit of a technophobe. I can't do podcasts. I don't know anything about podcasts, but I can manage to put together a video. So I thought, well, we'll have a go at that. As far as talking about other people's books, if I can't give something a 4 or 5 star review, I won't review it because I don't think it's fair. It's not for me to say how somebody should or shouldn't write their book. And what I can't get into, somebody else might love. So if it's below a 4 star for me, then I won't review. Today's reading is from my novel, The Author, the Gardener and the Woman What Does. Now that's grammatically incorrect, purposely, because it's what people say. I have a woman what does when they have a cleaner. And she does. The story is as the title says, about the interaction between an author, her gardener and her cleaner, and the friendship that develops between the three of them. Running alongside that is a crime story. Billy, the gardener, arrives one day telling them all about a shooting at a railway station. So it's a bit of a whodunit as well. But this little section that I'm going to read today, Billy's quite hunky and there's a bit of a... Tess has got a bit of an eye for him, and Casey, the cleaner, has got a bit of an eye for him. He is unaware of it, but there we go. So this little section is from the conversation, a flirtatious conversation between Billy and Casey over lunch, and I'm going to read Tess's thoughts on it. They went off to their work, leaving Tess to do the washing up, feeling as grey and lifeless as used dishwater. Why should she be feeling so deflated? She had no designs on Billy herself. She was too old for him. She could never see herself with a younger man. She'd never feel secure, especially with someone as good looking as Billy. Loads of women were sure to fancy him, and he'd certainly be a good catch, as kind as he was attractive. An unusual combination, and yet he had avoided being caught thus far. Maybe it was because she was too old for him that she felt so down. If she were his age, she most certainly would put herself in the running. How she envied Casey. Imagine feeling those strong muscular thighs pressed up against your own. She attacked the last plate with gusto to dispel the image and slammed it onto the dish drainer. Casey, meanwhile, was aghast at her own audacity. She polished the furniture with nimble fingers and just about held back from singing out loud and betraying her jubilation. Never in a million years would she have expected herself to ask Billy out, because that's what it amounted to. Where had those words come from? Where had her nerve come from? In front of everyone else too. What if he'd said no, rejected her offer? What a fool she'd have looked. But he hadn't. He'd accepted. And now, not only was she going to his house, she was going out for dinner with him. Never had the notion entered her head when she'd woken that morning that by the end of it, she'd have a date with Billy. Well, it wasn't strictly a date, was it? She must keep that in mind and stop her thoughts taking 20 leaps ahead. He hadn't asked her out. All he'd done was take up her suggestion of cleaning his windows and washing his curtains, then taking her for dinner. At her own suggestion. God, how would she get them dry if it rained? You chose a good drying day to wash curtains, and looking at the weather now, it was none too promising. She'd have to look at the forecast when she got home, although they often got it wrong. Then she'd arrange it with him. And that was something else. Now she had his number. What a productive day it had been. Lucky old Casey, or is she? If you're interested to find out how it goes, then you'll have to buy the book, which is available in paperback and ebook from Amazon. So there we are. Cheers. Thank you for listening. Enjoy your day.